Welcome to the College Football Bros. I'm Michael Newman.
I'm Ryan Newman.
And I'm Trey Newman.
All right, on today's episode, we are going to briefly look back at our playoff predictions before the season, see how those have turned out so far, and then we'll get to our mulligans, where we've got our updated playoff predictions with, 9 weeks into the season here, or 10 weeks, I guess.
Michael, you and I need a lot of those. Trey's not so much.
Yeah, I could definitely use a couple. Trey, let's see your bracket. What did you have before the season?
Yeah, you were referring to the golf, Ryan, weren't you? Yeah.
I certainly was, yes.
Oh, I was like, wow, did Trey nail his bracket or something?
No.
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah,
Went right over his head.
Went golf there, yeah.
No, but not too bad with my preseason. I had Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia. My bad one was Oklahoma. And then I had Ohio State over Alabama in the national championship. So Ohio State obviously still alive. Alabama, there's some work left. Would take a lot of help. And then Georgia, obviously still sitting there really good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's not bad. I had a pretty similar bracket. I feel like we all did because those three, that power three of Alabama, Ohio State, and Georgia, you felt like at least two of the three were going to get in, at least at the beginning of the year. That's how it seems. So yeah, I had those three, and then my fourth that I chose was Utah, and not terrible. Of course, they're also would need chaos to make it in at this point, but I think if I went back, I obviously, of course, wouldn't pick Utah. I think I just underestimated Oregon, UCLA, and USC in the Pac-12. So looking back, I don't think their chances were going to be as high as I thought.
That's fair. Yeah, so we all were thinking in the same lines, those three teams.
Oh, yeah, and I had Alabama beating Ohio State in the title.
Well, we certainly were all thinking alike.
Yeah.
I had those two teams in my national title game, but I had Ohio State beating Bama like Trey. And then, of course, I had Georgia in there. And my fourth team, mine was BYU, so another team from Utah. But, yeah, what a disappointing year for BYU.
You look like
I
a
thought
genius
they were
like one or two games in or whatever it was before they got crushed.
They beat Baylor
and then
who'd they beat Baylor
downhill
at home. I was like, I'm very disappointed with their defense. I thought because their quarterback is still doing well.
Jaron Hall.
Yeah, Jaron Hall. He's putting up good stats still. But that defense just disappointing. I thought they'd be better. Oh yeah. So I did already told my Ohio State over Bama. But
okay.
Oops.
All right. Well, let's get to our updated predictions now. You can wipe the slate clean if you'd like. Trey, what do you think?
All right. I'm going to go, obviously, Georgia and Ohio State, 1 and 2. My 3 and 4 might be somewhat surprising to people. I've got Tennessee at number 3 and then Michigan at number 4. So I've got two SEC and two Big Ten teams. I know I'm getting crazy. So for my national title,
it's not that crazy.
So I've got Georgia over Ohio State. So Georgia, obvious that I think they can run the table, win the SEC. Even if they maybe slip up once, they could win the SEC title and get in. The winner of the Ohio State-Michigan game is going to be a huge favorite in the Big Ten championship. So obviously I like one of those two to obviously make the playoff. So I say Ohio State wins barely in Columbus. Tennessee is sitting 5th currently. They're not going to play in the SEC title, but they're big favorites to win out. So they're sitting pretty good because I think all the teams around them. And then I got Michigan as my surprise. But I look at the teams around them. TCU, I think, could lose a game or two. Oregon and SC are right there. But so is Utah and UCLA. And all those four, I think the Pac-12 could kind of cannibalize itself and beat each other. I'd be kind of surprised if one of those teams won out. And then to me, I think in my crazy scenario, it's going to come down to Clemson if they run the table. Clemson hasn't really looked playoff good, but would the committee say, okay, a one-loss ACC champ, put them in over a Michigan team that their only loss would be 2 at Ohio State, a playoff team. So that's my crazy scenario.
Yeah, interesting.
You might need that help there. I mean, because Michigan, if they lose at Ohio State,
non-conference,
they just don't have the wins.
Yeah.
Like what's the?
I agree.
Their strength of record is not going to be great.
That's all they got is Penn State.
Yeah,
I'm just hoping everybody just kind of beats themselves around them.
Yeah. No, the scenario you described there, it doesn't take a ton of help for a one-loss Michigan to get in.
Clemson could easily go down.
Because Texas is honestly the favorite to win the Big 12 as we speak right now, so they're not getting in. And then, Pac-12 and ACC.
Clemson could lose this week. They're only a touchdown favorite to Louisville, so they could easily lose. So
no, that could happen. Okay, well, let's get to my prediction.
Should he
here.
say his? You already said your champ.
Oh,
right?
did you?
I did go Georgia over Ohio State, so not too crazy.
Oh, right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. So I have 1 seed Georgia, of course, 2 seed the winner of the Michigan-Ohio State game. Ohio State's at home.
Yeah.
They're going to be the favorite, so I'm taking Ohio State. Number 3, I've got Oregon, just because they're playing extremely well since that Week 1 loss to Georgia. Bo Nix is a Heisman candidate. They get Utah at home. I think they have a decent shot to run the table. And then the 4 seed, I have 11-1 Tennessee. I wasn't quite sure what the committee would do with that 3-4 spot. I think Tennessee might have kind of maybe a better strength of record there.
Can't avoid a rematch with Georgia.
Yeah, maybe
way.
they wouldn't want Georgia against Tennessee, but I don't know. I guess I just
Why not?
thought
Georgia and Oregon
prefer...
played each other, so.
Oh yeah, good point. It would be. Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking that. It would be a rematch either way. Oh wow, I literally was not even thinking that. Good point. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it doesn't matter there.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, Tennessee. Tennessee is sitting pretty, I think, right now. Like they don't need very much help at all. Like you said, Trey, teams are going to beat each other, and if they can win out, that's a really good resume they've got.
It would help if they didn't squeak by some of the final teams for them. If they won convincingly would help.
Yeah,
of course.
And they need to avoid, of course, like LSU winning out and beating Georgia.
Sure.
And then
And
does
if they
LSU
win the
pass up
SEC. Yeah.
Even though I know that would be a very interesting discussion, as a little side discussion, but Tennessee or
11-2
LSU
LSU.
SEC champ with 2 losses, and one of those getting murdered at home by Tennessee. Who are you taking there?
Ooh,
like I personally think that Tennessee would deserve it. It's hard to say before we get to the resume, but they're supposed to.
You could make an
conference
argument for
championships,
either.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's tough. That's close. All right.
And then I have. Sorry, I got to say my championship. I'm taking Georgia over Ohio State. Georgia is the obvious pick at this point, and Ohio State. I know they've looked vulnerable at times, but honestly, so has everybody. We just kind of hold Ohio State to such a higher standard than we do some of the other teams.
Mm-hmm.
And if they get Jackson Smith and Jigba back, if they're not playing in crazy wins, I think that's best offense in the country. So they're my pick to get there.
Yep. Well, we're all thinking along the same lines. Georgia number 1 for me. Ohio State number 2. I agree with Trey. I put Tennessee number 3. And I had Oregon as my 4th team as well, so, Michael. Okay. And you could flip-flop Tennessee and Oregon, but I don't know. I just think with the way Oregon got demolished by Georgia, that might be a reason why they'd put Tennessee 3. Tennessee at least somewhat competed with Georgia. That's my only thought.
I guess on the scoreboard.
If it matters.
Yeah.
No, it's 50. What was it? 49-3 was. It's pretty rough. Pretty rough. So you could flip flop those. No big deal. But I have the same national title picks, but I'm going to stick with my preseason national title winner, which was Ohio State. I'll say Ohio State takes down Georgia, which I don't feel super great about, but I'm not changing Ohio State. So sticking with it.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of. I'm getting choked up. I've been all
Oh, wow.
It's all right.
It's okay, Mike.
We started the episode and I randomly started choking. I'm like, guys, we got to start that over. And now I almost made it all the way through.
You can't start over now.
Anyway, yeah, no. Yeah, guys, can we run this back again? Can we start over?
He wants another mulligan, Ryan.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Let us know your playoff picks in the comments, and we'll see you next time.
You've been watching the College Football Bros. Be sure to subscribe here on YouTube and in your podcast app for college football content all year round. For bonus episodes and access to our Discord chat, join our Patreon at patreon.com/collegefootballbros. Thanks for watching.